Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm out here once again in some beautiful nature. Just gorgeous. The birds are chirping. Green is vibrant. And the sky is blue with those gorgeous white clouds. Just wonderful nature. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I want to talk today about the fact that confidence is key. Now, this is a bit of a counter to my last video, because in that I talked about arrogance, an overinflated sense of self. But what is confidence in opposition? Confidence is assurance in self. Confidence is trust in yourself that you will be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Now, what does this look like? Because confidence isn't necessarily easily attained. Well, this appears like putting in the effort, going through the failures, and learning from the experiences. This is the only way to ever become confident. You have to put in the effort, put in the work, and learn from the losses. Confidence is built through experience, experientially. Repeated experience leads to you being more able in every situation. Every time you repeat that experience, you can learn something, and even if you fail, as long as you learn something from it, it's never a loss. Because you gained. You didn't lose anything, you gained. You gained a lesson. And the next time you repeat that experience, you can do it all the more aptly. Now, what's an example of this? Let's start with something simple, because as men, I think a main struggle for us, especially in this day and age where there's a bit of a lack of social connection, there's a distance between us and just in general, because we think that we've come closer to each other through our technology, but in reality, rather the opposite. Rather the opposite. We've grown ever farther, ever more disconnected. Social media has created a divide, a rift between us all. But that's off topic. When you're trying to talk to a girl, more often than not, it'll be a failure, my guy. It's gonna be a failure, bro. You're not gonna be able to just instantly make these connections out here. It takes repeated experiences. It takes time and time again of learning how to just make that small talk. Learning how to just communicate with these girls. And yeah, sure, you're gonna meet some failure, man. There'll be times where you talk to these girls and they aren't even gonna give you any kind of reciprocation, any kind of, energy back. They're not gonna return your energy. It's gonna fall flat, in fact. Even though you could learn from that experience and still have taken something from it. And here's the thing, having just done it at all builds the confidence in you and destroys the fear so that you're more willing to try again. You're all the more willing to put in the effort and talk to all these different girls, and maybe one of those times you'll strike gold and talk to the right girl, the girl that's right for you. It's a beautiful thing when you're finally able to meet that one and have that right conversation and it sparks. But it takes repeated experiences. It takes time and time again of failing before you ever reach that. Those failures, those repeated experiences, that's what builds your confidence. Confidence is that lack of fear because you trust yourself to just do it, regardless of the outcome. And that is true self-assurity. Even if you're gonna muck up, even if you're gonna mess up, it's all right. Because you'll learn from the mess up and you'll do better again. You trust yourself to do better again. And this is why confidence is key. Because if you're walking around out here and you don't, you're afraid, you're moving in fear, if you're not moving in confidence, if you don't have the trust in yourself, the faith in yourself, if you will, to accomplish what you must do, or even just anything you like to do, you're always going to be stuck in a stagnant hole. You're going to be looking at that top of the pit and being like, dang, how can I get up there? Not knowing the whole time you have the power within you to climb out. If only you would trust yourself that you could make it and put in the effort to do so. You know, it's like Batman in the pit. We've all seen that, likely. And when Batman was in there, you know, that first time, he didn't trust himself to make it out of that without a rope. He didn't trust himself. And so he fell back down. You know, but he had to train. He had to be doing all those the push-ups, all the workouts that he had to do to build the strength, to become strong enough to escape the pit. So again, it's these repeated experiences. It's putting in the effort, in the work, and then stepping out on faith. That is confidence. And confidence is key because it will get you out of the pit. It will bring you out of stagnation. Because whenever you're trapped in your little comfort zone, doing the things that you know that you can do and just staying there, you know what I'm saying? And only the things that you're comfortable doing. You know, you're not trying anything new. You're not moving forward, and you don't have the confidence to just do whatever you'd like to do. You know, whatever you set your mind to. At that point, you start to rot. You start to shrink and shrivel. Stagnation leads to rot. It's inevitable. There's no way out of that. It's a law of the universe. Anything, I mean, just look at water, bro. Just look at water. It starts building bacteria. Things start depreciating when they stagnate. So I would encourage you that if you're someone who you feel like your life is, you know, in a bit of a hole, you feel like you're afraid to do the things that you would like to just step out and do, understand confidence is key. Don't overinflate yourself with your abilities. You might know how to do something. That's awesome. You might know how to really do something. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? For one, don't get an ego about it. Don't overinflate yourself about it. Just do the task. And when you have true confidence, you'll be willing to do even more than you had no idea that you could do, because you're willing to try. Confidence gives you that push, that initial shove to just go do it. Even if you're unsure, even if you're uncertain, confidence is the ability to push past fear. To trust yourself that you'll be all right, you'll survive, and that you'll learn a lesson from the experience. All right, y'all. Yeah, I really wanted to make this video because, again, in the last one I talked about arrogance, but there is a counter to that. There is the positive side where you utilize your ego to move you forward in life, not up above people. It's when you start moving forward that you get somewhere. It's when you start going up where the only place that you can go after that is down. So, just watch out for which direction you're heading in. You know, especially when we're on this retention, man. We have to utilize this power that we've gained, this feeling of self-assurity, to make sure that we're accomplishing things in this life, and not staying stagnant. Because remember, stagnation leads to rot. But when the waters are flowing, beauty can occur. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace.